I don't know everything about Fox bodies, but I know a few things, and I know this is one of the more hard to find vehicles, and it's in pretty good shape. So I picked this thing up for a pretty good deal, and it had been sitting for a while, but had quite a bit of work done to it over the years. The original owner, I think, had it for a few years, but the guy I got it from had it for 21 years. So he had it for quite a bit, and just kind of wanted to do a overview of the car and show you guys what we're working on. The body is pretty straight. There's only a few small areas that maybe need some work. I kind of got some tires in the way right now. All the interior is there. I did have to do a few things inside, and we'll talk about that, but we'll start with the engine here. So the engine was rebuilt, and it should have about 50,000 miles on it. Unfortunately, I don't know a whole lot about the internals. I don't know what rods and pistons that it's got, but I do know it was bored 30 over and just completely gone through. So you can see here we've got an adjustable cam, but it's just set at the factory timing. The previous owner went through and started chroming some parts. So we've got a chrome pulley down there and a few other random things that you can kind of see here. I think it's the original turbo. It is marked Garrett, and it seems to be in good shape. I've got it apart right now because I'm replacing the old header pipe here that had a few cracks in it. I know this is not the original one. This was one that was custom made and had some issues with it. I think maybe it was built for a Ranger turbo truck or something like that maybe had an EGR setup. So this is the new one that I got, and I got it online knowing that it probably wouldn't be the best quality, and it seems to be pretty decent actually. The welds are all nice, and you can see it's gusseted, so hopefully that will prevent cracking in the future. The only issue that I had was whenever they welded these top gussets on, after finishing the header, they got a little bit too hot and it was slightly warped, so I just got it back from the machine shop, Wells Cylinder Heads in Midlothian, Texas, and just had them do that. I know it's got an enlarged intercooler off of the Thunderbird Turbo Coupe. I've actually got an extra one, and I still have the factory intercooler for this. I've got some heavy duty motor mounts, which I may or may not install. I also have a big bore throttle body kit that I need to get put on there. You can see it's got the adjustable top hats here for the suspension, and it's sitting on iBox springs all the way around. I do have the factory springs as well. Then we've got a 3-inch downpipe. I also have the factory downpipe with the catalytic converter on it. So I've got lots of upgrade parts, and luckily also have all the factory parts too, which is kind of neat. I've got tons of extra things like extra headlights that I need to go through and clean up and make look nice again. All right, I'm going to do a video on the interior of the SVO, just to kind of show the condition of everything. I feel like you can get a better kind of grasp of everything in a video than you can pictures. The door panels are both in really good shape. Driver's side is really nice. No real stains or anything like that. You can see on the window switch here, this little thing has been replaced. I don't know if maybe, yeah, I think the plastic maybe had been cracked underneath there. So it has a washer on it with the original screw. Driver's side carpet, a little bit of stains, and some wear on the clutch pedal there. It has the bezels with the fake hardware. I do have the original bezels as well, but I just kind of like the look of these, so I have them in the car while I'm driving it. All the gauges work. The dash is in really good shape. No cracks, it's not even really baked. It's nice and smooth, it's not rough at all. And the steering wheel's in good shape. The driver's seat has a small bit of staining there. It really shows up in the video, but it's kind of hard to see in real life. This is the only part of wear on any of the seats. So you can see that right there. I don't have new seat covers, but I do have brand new, I have 4 brand new bolsters. So if the seats ever need to be recovered, I've got new foam for the inside. Don't think anyone's ever sat in the back. The back seats are perfect. See the headliner up there. So this works well. Nothing is broken on it. Everything there is in good shape. You can see here on these back interior quarters that the coloring is fading, but there's no cracks or actual physical damage, so these would be a good candidate to do the color restore on that you can get from LMR and a couple other places. So you can see these work like they should. The bezels on both of them are cracked, so this one is cracked and missing the bottom piece, and this one is just pretty much gone. But the carpet's all in really good shape. I do have this cool thing, and it works. So little cargo cover there that has the factory perforated spots for the rear speakers. So that is kind of neat. There we go. I did just replace the covers for the front seat belts. They are from LMR. If I remember, let me see, I have one of the part numbers on here. No, they're from Mustangs Unlimited. So they're reproductions, but it's much better than the factory ones that kind of fall apart and fall down inside the seat. We do have the little airbags here, and I think that one needs a new valve. Let's check this one over here. That one actually works. I can hear it working in the seat. So on this side over here, door panel's in really good shape, but the unlock button, you can see I can move it a little bit. At the very bottom, there's a crack down here, at the very bottom. So it wiggles a little bit. Up to the headliner, it's all in good shape. The map light needs the contacts cleaned, but it's nice and tight. It's not floppy or anything. And the driver's side visor needs new carpet. But they both still work well. That one may need a bulb or a contact. That one probably needs contacts as well to be cleaned out. But yeah, so there is the interior of the Mustang. Everything works here on the console with the exception of the fog lights, just because one of them is busted. The clock works like it should, the date and time and everything, and the little bulb in here, I rebuilt this switch here so it works properly, and all the other controls work as well. So there it is. Alright, about to go on a test drive. SVO is running. So the major thing that we did was put got a new header on there and fixed a lot of exhaust leaks and boost leaks, and we're gonna go for a run.